Hey everybody. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. Thanks for being here. This is a channel about cross stitch. My name is Hannah. I don't know if I said that. That's the title of this, or that's the name of this channel. Yeah, we're gonna just do a regular old update video. After this video, I will be putting up a WIP parade. It's literally like everything that I'm working, like all of the WIPs that I have, whether they're things that I touched last year, this current year, or not. Oh, are you gonna start whining? Don't start whining. Yeah, that's him whining. You don't need to. Do you need to go outside? Okay, I'll be right back. So yeah, so the WIP parade will go up after this. So you will see the same projects in there that you'll see in this one, but I wanted to do an update video just to keep like my brain from not anyway. You'll also notice I'm wearing the same sweatshirt in most of the Flosstube. There is one clip that is a different that I'm wearing a different sweatshirt because it's a totally different day. Anyway, you'll see all of that. It is a different day. I am not filming this on the same day as my, I filmed my WIP parade at the beginning of the week. I think it was either Monday. Yeah, I think it was Monday. But I filmed that on Monday, and I'm filming this, it is Friday now. And you'll see that one of the projects that I show, and I say this in my WIP parade, one of the projects that I show is going to look different between now and that video. It's going to be more done now than it is in my WIP parade. But that's just because I've been working on it all week. So it doesn't really matter. It's still a WIP. Like, it's not going to be done by the end of the year. But just know that it is more done now than it is in the WIP parade. It looks less done in the WIP parade, and that's because it is. But I'm not refilming that like little small clip. It's just not happening, so just, go with it. Everything else is either the same. No, everything else is the same. So it's just this one project that is different. Although I should probably put stitches into 324, because I don't think I've touched that for like half a month, like 2 weeks. So maybe this weekend I'll put stitches into it. I'll catch back up. Anyway, okay, I've rambled enough. I have WIPs to show, and I have some haul, just a little tiny bit of haul. So the first thing I'm going to show you is what I'm currently working on, and the thing that will look different in the WIP parade versus this. The WIP parade will probably go up tomorrow, so just, Anyway, so this is, excuse me, a Quaker Christmas. I really don't love their pictures. This one's better than the other one, but I feel like they don't do a great job with I don't know if it was just the time or what, but at least you can see the whole pattern in this. In the Quaker Christmas 2 that I have, like half the fabric's like bunched up at the bottom and you can't see the whole thing. So I was like, what the heck? Like, what is happening? Anyway, here is where I'm at. So I don't remember in the WIP parade where I was. I know I didn't have all of this done. I think I had like this stuff done, but I think all of this is new. I think. But anyway, yes, this is where I am. It looks black. It's not black. It's just my lighting. It is green. And red. I don't know where he is. Nope. And then the fabric that I'm using is a 32 count linen Ballet Slippers by Fox and Rabbit. I just really liked, in the photo, I don't know what fabric they're using, and I don't have, the rest of it's over there, and I don't feel like going to get it. In the photo, it looks like a kind of light, I mean, it might be like a light pink. It looked almost like a light pink. It's probably not. It's probably like some neutral tan fabric, but I really liked that kind of look. I'm not a pink person, but I really liked that kind of look with the colors that they used. So I found something similar to what I was picturing. And again, this was before Grace Notes was a thing. So I got this. And I really don't mind. I like the Fox and Rabbit fabrics. I think they're nice. But yeah, so I've gotten a lot done. I did put my initials in here. And then next to this is, I think it says it on here. It says 2007, because that was the year that this pattern was made. But I'm tempted to put, I don't know, 2025. I don't know what I'm going to put there. I might put 2007 because that is the time that this pattern was created. It wasn't when I stitched it, but I also don't know if I'm going to finish it next year. So I don't want to put in 2025 and then not finish it. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to put it in 2007. Because I already put my initials aren't going to change. I mean, most likely. My initials won't be changing. So that I was fine putting in. But I think I'm going to just put in 2007. As like a, this is when the pattern was created. It's not like a what am I trying to say? Memorabilia, that's not it. Memorial or whatever. Piece of the year. Especially because I probably won't finish it next year. Anyway, let me go see if the dog wants to come in, and then I will be right back. Nope, he's still not interested. So, we're just going to carry on. Okay, so in this bag, I have put, I keep on hearing cars, but that's not my husband, so I don't know who's, I don't know. So I think that my husband is coming home at lunch today. It's not lunch, it is only 11:30, and his lunch is usually around like 1:30, so he shouldn't be home anytime soon. But anyway, in this bag is my Books and Flowers, I think is what it's called. Let me pull up Instagram because that's the best way for me to know. Oh, that was just the neighbors. For me to know. So yeah, so this is Books and Flowers 1, and it's, the artwork is by SVG, yeah, you know me, at that title, at that tag. And it is by Charlie's Official Store. I'm doing this on 28 count white lugana over 1. And here is my little corner. Yeah. So yeah. That is where I got to. I think that's 1 page. I might be changing the way that I do things next year. I do go into it in my WIP parade about some small changes that I've made to my plans. And I will, if you're not a WIP parade person, I will talk about them at the end of this video. It's not much, but I think I have some new plans. And not new, just like updates. Same plans, kind of different thoughts. So yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. It's not super exciting to look at. Most of my projects aren't that exciting to look at. The one we just looked at is probably like, well, no, I mean, it's not the most exciting, but it's one of the more exciting ones. Okay. And then that was a project by project bag by Black Cat X Stitchery. This is also a project bag by Black Cat X Stitchery. It's so pretty inside. Okay. And in this project bag is one that I was enabled into starting because, you know, and this is called, it's a good question. Sunset, is it called Sunset at Hogsmeade? I think it's Sunset at Hogsmeade, yeah. It's Sunset at Hogsmeade, and I don't know the artwork. I don't know any of the information because I'm not looking at the information. Let's see. It is a kreszenz.kreativ on Etsy. I don't know if that's how you say that. And oh, the artwork, I don't know. We'll have to look. Sunset at Hogsmeade. Where's this? Here it is. The art is made with Leonardo AI. So it is an AI chart, but I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me. I know it bothers some people, but it doesn't bother me. Anyway, I think it's this way. So here is where I got to. I did not finish a full page because I got stuck on wanting to work on my wedding piece and get it to where I wanted to get it to. And so I put this away without finishing the page, but that's okay. It's still like a decent chunk. And I'm doing this on Grace Notes 28 count lugana in Cadenza, I think. Yeah, Cadenza. So that is where I'm at. I know it's Dawn Marie. But I'm on the roof area where the chimney's like over here somewhere. And I know she was concerned about like the color and the shading. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like less concerned about things, but I haven't gotten there yet. But everything else is like very, even just like the 3 roof tiles that I have here, they're very detailed. And it's a lot of freaking colors. The confetti in here is crazy. So, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just like, because I've done the part of the roof first, I'm less like worried. I don't know. Anyway, okay, and then the next piece in this bag, and if you've been here long enough, you know what's in this bag, is my 324 by Works by ABC. And, like I said, I'm really behind on this. I'm like 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks behind. This is still slated to be finished in February, but I'm behind. I am behind. So here is where I'm at. So I have a decent bit of catch up to do, but that's okay. Maybe today. I might actually, once this is filmed, I might work on this and put in my catch up. And then tomorrow and the rest of the weekend I have off for a whole nother week from work, so, because the school that I work at is closed, so even if I wanted to work, I couldn't work. I mean, we're kind of on call, but like, I'm not going to be needed. Some people might be, but I won't be. But yeah, I'm into the yellows, which I'm super excited about, because we all know yellow is like my favorite color. So I'm getting to like the yellowy bits. And yeah. I know some people worked this way because these colors are their favorites, but I worked this way not even thinking about what colors were my favorites, because like greens and yellows and things are my favorite colors. I do love like burgundy, but this is more my favorite space. And so when I started it, I didn't even think about, oh, like my favorite colors are going to be at the end, which is awesome. So yeah, I think I might pull this out and catch back up when I'm done filming this. Okay, and then the last piece that I have, again, if you've been here long enough, you know what's in this bag. And I've had like a weird like influx of subscribers. So hi, all of my new subscribers. Thank you for being here. Let me know where you came from. Like, I don't know if somebody like mentioned me or something, but there's a lot of new folks. What is happening? So I'd love to know where y'all coming from. But yeah, so in this bag is my wedding piece. And I know folks love this piece. So the good news, let me explain all of this. Not explain, but I'm doing this on, so this is a photo that was taken on the day of my wedding, of me and my husband, when we were like, the ceremony was just finished and we're walking down the, back down the aisle towards, like, to exit. I just converted it using an online pattern, like free pattern creator charting thing by a picture. And I'm doing this on 28 count lugana over 1. And I made it to 50%. So we are going to be starting the new year off at 50%. Woohoo! Very exciting. Yeah. I can't believe that much of it is 50%. I still have another half to go. But I think, because it's getting there and it's ever growing, I want to, sorry, I have like, not the Flosstube itchy nose, I have the Flosstube itchy eye. Yeah, it's ever growing. I hate that I can't see most of the time when I'm doing this. But that bouquet is so close to being done. And honestly, once that bouquet is done, the rest of it should be pretty easy because it's not a whole lot of, like, his suit's not a whole lot of confetti. My dress is really not a whole lot of confetti because it's only like 3 or 4 colors. But it's so exciting. I'm just excited. This is so stupid. I'm so excited to get to the next diagonal because I think in the next diagonal is my best friend's foot. And then she'll be completely done. I think all the other people are basically completely done. Well, I have Vinny's foot. He was sitting over here. This leg is my friend Vinny. And this is like his shoe. So I have to just finish his shoe and then he'll be done. It's so funny that I can like remember where everybody was sitting based on the picture. But all the other people, other than her shoe and Vinny's shoe, I think they're all done. So now it's just me and my husband, basically. But yeah, we made it to 50. So let me go see if the dog wants to come in yet. And then we'll go through the haul, the quick haul, and then I'll do kind of an update on my plans for next year. The kind of somewhat changed plans. They're not really changed. It's the same projects. It's just some updates. Okay. So some small haul. One of the first things is my bag of the quarter club with Tiffany, Black Cat X Stitchery. I've said this before. She had been asking me, like, when are you going to join? When are you going to join? And I was like, I'm just so, like, lazy and I don't ever do it. So I told her to just invoice me. And she did the first time, and I had, like, no idea why she was invoicing me. I had forgotten the conversation. And she knew that was going to happen. But I paid it, because it's Tiffany, so I'm just gonna, like, I assume I did something and I bought something, this is an invoice that, like, matters. So I paid it, and now I get the invoices and I'm like, oh, I know what this is for. So I got my quarter bag, and this is it. So pretty. It's very winter. The cardinals, oh, it's very pretty. And then the inside is this really pretty, very similar, but minus the cardinals. And then she sent a tea, and then you get like a little felt, like Ort book, or needle book, or whatever you want to call it. And then she also has a little needle minder as well. I don't know if, like, I just pay for that version of it. I don't know how exactly it works. She just invoices me and I pay. So I don't really know what, like, if there are levels or not. If there are levels, I'm probably paying for the whole shebang, and that's fine with me because I like it. And then I did get another bag, and I bought this bag off Etsy, from Lakewind Studio. And I got this because, as we know, as I mentioned in my last Flosstube, I am going to be joining the dog's gonna, oh no, I thought he was gonna drink water. He might. But I'm joining the Heaven and Earth 2025 sale. And I really wanted a special bag for that project. And I don't have any, like, I'm doing the Jelly World pattern, so I don't have any, like, underwater scene bags. Like, I just don't own any. It's not my usual style, so I just don't have any. But I bought one. So here is the outside fabric. It's just, like, a whole bunch of different, like, anemones, and really pretty. But this is not the reason that I bought the bag. The outside fabric is not the reason. The inside fabric is the reason. Look at that. It's kind of hard to see because of the glare, but you can understand what's happening. Look at this octopus. Ah, we've got a turtle. You can't really see it because of the thing. Maybe I can get it to move. No, I can't. But yeah, there's a turtle there. Oh, it's just so pretty. And she quilted the inside fabric, so that's really, really pretty. And I love the little tassel. And then there's this hook, like D-hook ring, so if you want to clip it to something, you can clip it. That's really nice. But yeah. So this will house my Haid sale for this coming year. And then I did get my fabric of the month, but I also realized that I forgot to show in my last video a few things that I got at my small hemmed in retreat that we go on. That is just like the Grace Notes Fabrics, like, retreat committee. It's just all of us. We all get together. And so I got some floss tones, which is Corinne's sister. She is dyeing the floss tones, which is just floss. And she's using, for the most part, she's using the same recipes for the flosses as they use for the fabrics. But, you know, occasionally, either they look really different because they just dye very differently, or there's just other batches and other recipes and things. So anyway, so one that I got that was just, these were just gifted to me, is called Lee. And it's like a really nice gray. Really nice gray. And then the other one I got is called Surprise Symphony number 6. And I know she has like a bunch of different Surprise Symphonies, and there's like number 3, 4, whatever. So this is number 6, and it's wild. Because it's a very, like, not tealy gray. It's like tealy gray, kind of. It's going to show up more teal on the screen than it is. It's actually more gray than that. But it's just, picture that, but, like, grayer. So those were both given to me. And then the last thing that was given to me at the retreat was a retreat exclusive fabric from Corinne and Colleen. And it's called Catching Fire, and I got a 28 count lugana. And it's just a small cut. It's just an eighth, which I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with because I don't tend to use fabrics that are this small. But it was a retreat exclusive, so it is not available. Sorry. But it's really pretty. It might become available at some point. I like the orangey kind of hints to it. There's some like orangey hints in here, which is really nice. I mean, it's aptly named Catching Fire because it's mostly like reddish pink with some orange and, you know. So that was also gifted to me. And then the last thing that was not gifted that I bought is my fabric of the month. And I'm in the color and the neutral club. And for this month, the color club, I get 28 count lugana, and the neutral club, I get 32 count linen. Anyway. So for the neutral this month, it is called Gingerbread Latte. I think this is really pretty. It's very much up my grungy alley. It's not going to show up too accurate. It's showing up a little bit more purple. Like, there's no purple in this, so I don't know why or at least it doesn't look like there's purple. Not really. It's like brown gray. It's not really purple. I wouldn't call any of this purple, but it's showing up kind of purpley on the screen. But it is very pretty. It is not purple though, so I don't know why it's showing purple. That's kind of a little bit better. It's still showing a little purple. This bottom corner right here that you can, I'm wiggling my finger on this side closest to my face, this bottom corner here. That's probably the most accurate section on this whole picture. That's a little bit better. Anyway, I don't know why it's showing up so purple, but it's not. It doesn't have purple. Maybe it won't maybe it's because my shirt is purple. I don't know. Either way. And then the color this month is called Blue Spruce. And again, like I said, this is on 28 count lugana. It's also very pretty, and it's not going to show up accurate probably. Yeah, it's not really. I don't even know how to explain. It's more green than that. Obviously, it kind of looks like a blue spruce. Like, it's blue, but it's more green than what you're seeing. I'm trying to find, like, a place that's kind of better. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit more accurate. But yeah, super pretty. I think I like the modeling on Gingerbread Latte a little bit more than this one this time. Sometimes I like the modeling more on the lugana, and sometimes I like the modeling more on the linen. It just depends on the day. But today it's the neutral for me. I think the neutral won this month for me. Like, I like that one more. I like both of them, obviously. But I always, some months I'm like, I can't choose, they're both beautiful. But like this month, it's a little, like, I think I like the neutral the most. Okay, so that's that with that. So the last thing I want to talk about is my plans have changed just slightly. So, I am still going to be doing the Haid sale, and I'm still going to be finishing it. So that hasn't changed. That is exactly the same. That has not changed at all. I will be finishing it by the end of the year, same stitch count, all that. The thing that has changed is my wedding piece. So I had originally said that I wanted to finish it by my birthday of in 2028 or whatever. So January 21st of 2028. I was thinking longer about it, and I was like, well, 2029 is our 10-year anniversary. If I can get it done, I mean, if I already thought I could get it done by January of 2028, I can absolutely get it done by October of 2029. So the new plan is finish it by October of 2029, October 6th of 2029. And that way it is a little bit less stitching to do every day, or every month, I should say, because I don't stitch daily on it, but it's less stitching to do like every month for the next couple of years, which means that I can focus on a few other things a little bit more. Not that I don't want to focus on that, but the goal of a 10-year, like getting it done for our 10-year anniversary, like sits well with me. And so I'm not mad about like extending the time a little bit based on the original goal. So that being said, I bought a new thing. I saw a post on Instagram and I couldn't help myself. So I bought a new thing. It is a project tracker that is, it's a Google sheet, but it can't, like, it comes, you buy it and it's like gives you the link to whatever. So I have it in here. I've included all of my current WIPs. So I have 80. Yeah, I have 80 WIPs at the moment. I know, it's very small. I'm just kidding. The goal was to try to have 100 by the end of 2024. That goal went out the window because I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start things when, like, either one, they're calling, or two, whatever. So the other thing that I'm trying to, anyway, let me go back to this. So I imported all of my current projects. I did not include all of the like stitch count totals and stuff for my non-full coverages because I don't care and I don't count unless they're in Pattern Keeper. So in here I just have them so that I know how many days I work on them in the year. So hopefully next year's WIP Parade is going to be a little bit more, like, there'll be more to it. This year was like literally just like me showing stuff and I have no photos, like nothing. But next year I'm hoping to have a little bit more stuff. And this will help, I think. So in here, it also has like the start date, and then you can put in your estimated finish date. So I did only for 2 projects, only for my sal and my wedding piece. So I've got 368 days until Jelly World needs to be done, which is fine. Because it's what, 300, how many days are in a year? 365? Right? There's 365 days in a year. So I should be getting Jelly World soonish. And then wedding, I have 1,744 days to finish that. So the other cool thing in here is that it's got like your days. So if you stitch on something that you count your stitches, or even if you don't count your stitches, I might just like mark like 1, just so it marks the amount of days that I worked on it, if that makes sense. And then you can add in your goals. So what I've done up here for each of the months is added the goal in for Jelly World and my wedding piece. So I know that like by the end of that month, I need to have that total done on both of those projects. I also have a couple of other little, like this one is like start the Shire, because I'm starting that with Rebecca. And then this one is like finish 324 because that's slated to be finished in February. And you know, I'll add some other goals as we go along. But the only other thing that's changed a little bit is because those 2 full coverages are my focus pieces. One other thing that I'm thinking about doing, and we'll see how January goes, because, or maybe even like January, February, March, because in January and February I'll have 324 to still have to work on, and I'm starting a new full coverage, like already planned. But I want to see how many days at the end of the month, like how many days will Jelly World take me approximately. And then I know wedding doesn't take me too long, like especially because it's only about 3,000-ish stitches that I have to do each month. So that shouldn't take me too long. But together total, those two are, I think it's like 75. It's about, it's about like 10,500. Those two together. So I want to see how long they're going to take me, because if I have time at the end of the month, what I'd like to do is starting at the beginning of the alphabet for my non-full coverages, which I have them all in my Xstitch Plus app. I want to go through my non-full coverages and, like, let's say a Quaker Christmas, like that's what I'm currently working on. If I can work on that, you know, for a few months after I've finished all of my my 2 full coverage goals, if I can work on that, maybe get that finished, and then just like add something in, and then move on to the next, like, so add something to take its place, and then move down into the next, whatever the next thing is, which is Angel of Love, which I'm not super sure about. So this might not work for me because I'm not sure I want to do Angel of Love as like a focus piece because it's got so many beads. And I want these pieces to be like kind of easier pieces because I'm going to be doing full coverage focuses. I don't know yet. Exactly. I don't know that part exactly yet. The downside to doing it that way is that I won't have like any other full coverage projects that I'd be working on. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this way or if I'm going to make a wheel with all of my current projects minus my 2 focus pieces. And I'll spin that, and then that could be the thing that I work on for the rest of the month, depending on what it is. That one sounds like the best for me, because we know I like a wheel, and I'm really bad at picking projects, and if I just spin the wheel one time in that month, if I even have time to, then I'll work on that project for the rest of the month, and then it all starts over again, and then, you know, whatever. So, I don't know. That sounds like the best to me, but, you know, we'll see kind of how I go. I want January, I want to do January, like, see how we go in January to, like, decide what's going to make sense to me. But yeah. Well, I guess actually right now, currently, I said I have 80 projects. I technically only have 78 projects because 2 of the projects on this that said it started, because this is set to like 2025, I haven't actually started them yet. One of them will be Jelly World, and I'm starting on the 1st, and then one of them is the Shire, and I'm not starting that till the 18th. But on here, it's started. Just because it was easier for me to put it in as started than having to remember to change it. So it does say the date on here, so like it knows it's not starting until January 18th, but in this thing's mind, it's 2025 already, because it doesn't know the difference. So anyway, all of that to be said, I have some hard and fast plans, and then like the rest of it's kind of up in the air, which is pretty normal for me. So I think that's everything. I will be posting this today, and then I'll be posting my WIP Parade tomorrow. And just remember, WIP Parade was filmed early this week, so it is a little bit, the one project is a little bit, there's less of it in the WIP Parade, but whatever. Otherwise, I'll see you guys at the end of January to do like a January recap. So I will see you guys then. Have a good one.